Broncos wide receivers to the moon with Russ. Yeah. Buying or selling?
I'm torn on this one because I love, as people know, I love Jerry Jeudy.
You do.
I was also a big fan of KJ Hamler. And, Cortland Sutton has shown quite a lot already in the NFL. And Tim Patrick, the great Tim Patrick.
Thank you.
So there's a lot to work with there. But I come down to this idea of like, what Russell Wilson are we going to get? And this notion that that Russell Wilson is a plug and contend quarterback. I'm just a little bit leery about it. Like, I know he was in Seattle and this team was contending basically every time he was there, almost regardless of what was around him. But I just think that he's not as easy to plug in. The thought before Russell Wilson happened was this was the Aaron Rodgers destination, right? Last year, the whole drama around draft time. And then there was, when they hired Nathaniel Hackett, it's like that guy's purpose is to woo Aaron Rodgers to Denver. And then Rodgers re-signs with the Packers and that's off the table. And that's when they pivot to Russell Wilson. I think Aaron Rodgers is a much more plug and contend quarterback than Russell Wilson is, where I think there is a big question mark about what this offense looks like, about, is the let Russ cook movement just, dinosaur coach Pete Carroll never figured out what to do with Russell Wilson? Or is it like, this is kind of part of Russell Wilson. Like, this is part of the package and you have to contend with that. So, I think those widers, they have to be better than Drew Lock and Teddy Bridgewater. They have to be. But I don't know that they're necessarily immediately going to go, to the moon and, crazy. Like Jerry Jeudy ends up looking like a top 5 receiver. Cortland Sutton puts up monster numbers. KJ Hamler has 10 deep touchdowns, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, my question is, what's Russell Wilson at this point, right? I mean, This is a guy that starting in 2019 looked like, we like to put the tiers and all that stuff, and tier 2 quarterback, right? A guy that you can that can carry your team, but is not in that elite bucket. And it looked like in 2019 he took that jump, right? PFF grade of 91.9. It was his first time over 90 since his rookie season. First half of 2020, he's got a 95 PFF grade through the first half of the season. It's like, all right, Russ has arrived. He's in the top 4. He's up there with Mahomes and in this group that's going to carry the next few years in the NFL once the older guys drop off. Then you have Russ's almost inexplicable 2020 drop off, right? Which included 3 games against a really tough Brandon Staley-led Rams defense, but a complete drop off in 2020. Then you get a new system in 2021 where the first 5 weeks he's playing well. He's playing pretty well. He's taking care of the ball, but it always felt like there was something missing. It was a little too top heavy. But then the thumb injury throws everything off, right? Because the grades after the thumb injury are just terrible and nothing in line with the rest of Russ's career other than the second half of 2020 when he was healthy, right? So it's easy. It would be easy to make the thumb injury excuse. He had a 33 grade against Buffalo, a 33 grade against the Rams, a 49 grade against the Bears. It'd be easy to make the thumb injury excuse, except we saw play like this the previous season with a healthy Russell Wilson. So what is he at this point? And I know there's some people who think he's lost a little bit of the athleticism, a little bit of the elusiveness, a little bit of the magic, not so much as a thrower, but the athleticism that's made Russ special throughout the years. So, as always, I land in the middle, right? He'll be somewhere in between the elite 2019, first half of 2020, elite Russell Wilson. He'll be between that and what was really a train wreck the second half of the season after the injury. And a guy that, since 2020, mid-season, he's like QB 19 or 20 in the NFL from a grading standpoint. He's better than that, right? So Russ will be better than he's been. And I'm buying that the receiving core in Denver, they're going to look better, right? I want to see more from Jerry Jeudy, though, your guy. My one little concern coming out of Bama was toughness over the middle. He's not going to win contested catches, but he doesn't have to. He's going to get open. I think his production will go up. But I also think the same thing that makes Tyler Lockett special, the body control and catches in traffic and things like that. I do think Judy's just missing that. If he takes that step forward, great. I'm not expecting it, but I think Sutton's going to benefit. I think Tim Patrick's going to benefit. KJ Hamler's going to benefit. Jeudy will benefit too. So they'll look better with this version of Russell Wilson, but maybe not as special as I thought this Broncos receiving core could have been a couple years ago.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's probably true. Like that, I think the onus is now on them to show something different and, prove essentially that they've been held back by the quarterbacks pretty badly. And I think they'll be better. I don't know they're going to look insane.